time distance of when that swap happened to when that player was available to play. And that's like what you were saying, Kronos. Who's the player that Stamina introduced to either their bench or team? Speaking of, Little Rosa back on the map.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, well then.
So there you go. As long as you have a bench player, and this goes for any MLBB competition anywhere, as long as you have players on your bench, they can come in at any point. A lot of teams thrive off that, especially there's been some Malaysian teams that have like swapped back and forth throughout games just to try to, like, that was part of their strategy almost, you know? Switching styles up, switching things up.
Not just that, even Twisted Minds in MPL Philippines, right? I think a week ago, Tracy just made his debut and all of a sudden he was MVP and Team of the Week. So yeah, that switch coming in mid-series too. So I think it's definitely possible, but then again, it begs the question, is it too little too late? Can he be the big difference maker? Influence Rage Origins already at match point right now, so essentially you're not playing a BO3, you're playing every game as a BO1. And you need to get 2 games off the bounce. And Influence Rage, with the tempo that they had, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. And now, not just that, it's global ban. So Lil Rosa walks in and not allowed to play the Claude, the Carry, the Moskov, and whatever else Influence Rage are gonna ban out, and that's gonna really, you know, throw a wrench in his plan. So can he step up to the plate? And if he does, he's gonna be a massive game changer. And Stamina will be asking questions, or even the fans, like, why wasn't Lil Rosa in the team from the start, right?
Yes, yeah, because we thought maybe it was a scheduling conflict, and clearly it's not now. So having him come in a little too late, I feel like
hey man, he was at a concert.
He got caught in traffic. He had a hot date. Give him something, you know?
Exactly. Little Rosa, no, pull it up. He got the chain and everything.
He was hanging out with his future ex-wife.
Oh, hopefully, you know, it was worth it, because now he's really got to pull it together and hopefully make it an even 2-2 for Stamina here. Or that's it. They're going to the lower bracket, right? What about me?
You know who has to pull it
Wait,
together,
I missed
though?
that. What?
Nothing. I don't think. For some reason, Kronos loves my jokes. That's why me and him are always on test scales. Someone has to laugh at the things I say.
It's fun, bro. It's fun. Get you know, the hospitality lingo and all that trash talk behind whatever goes on. But you know what? Who has to step up though at the moment? I think it's Astro. Right, Influence Rage have been doing well, but Astro has been and you give Marcel away
to the only team that's won with Marcel.
And it was Little Rosa with the team that won Marcel. So, you know,
give him the Kronos.
Granger, maybe Granger. You know, a lot of the definitely a lot of the goal lanes has been picked. So I feel like that it's, you know, his choices are really limited. But a Granger with a Marcel would be amazing. It would be fun to watch.
Stamina Esports 100% win rate with the Marcel.
What else?
You know, you know what else is no, they're not 100%. They've lost before with the Marcel.
Yeah, that was like day one, didn't that? With something, I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, Lancelot, Maracucho.
He runs hot. He runs hot, baby.
Maracucho. Muy caliente. This guy,
I feel like he's the only one who's really been playing the Harith, right? I mean, who's been playing the Lancelot?
I was like, are you gonna try to say Harley?
You just want
the hair. It's the hair.
I was about to say, like, there are a lot of people that's watching in MPL Philippines and also the MPL ID channel. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and also go and check out the MLB NA Esports page while you're at it. And the rest of you too, wherever you're watching, make sure you like, man. TikTok, Twitch, Kick, whatever it is. So make sure you like, because this series is definitely a banger. And they get the Granger and the Kimmy. I'm not sure how to feel about the Granger and the Kimmy into the Lancelot. The Kimmy, yes. The Granger, I mean, I see he can kite, right? That's probably
And
why.
it's meant to pair up with the Marcel. That's the major reason. Like, it's not about exactly how we're going to do against the enemy. They're focusing more on what are good skills to pair up with the Golden Hour that will, you know, range skills that stack up, and then once the Golden Hour ends, boom. You know, those types of opportunities. So I get
So-
it, but you're
yeah.
right. They're not going to do great against the Lancelot.
They're squishy.
Squishy. No flickers either, really. Just dashes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
We've seen
Oh!
this. We've seen this.
Oh,
They're the only team to do it. They're the only team to do it.
no! This is gonna be exciting to watch,
Oh,
not gonna lie. Oh,
I'm too
jeez.
I'm too excited. The neighbors are gonna complain again. But then Odette. But here, right now, there's still 2 more options left. And I think they picked up the Odette in the first phase because Stamina Esports probably know the way to counter it. And for those who want the lore and everything, you know, Lancelot, Odette together,
Brother and
side by
sister,
side
right?
too.
Cute.
Yeah, sure.
Cute.
Maybe future trade
Oh,
for
no, it's-
Lancelot. You never know.
My bad, my bad. I don't follow the lore, man.
Charisla.
That's what I have you here for, Kronos.
No, but now they can kind of like get a knockup, right? They have the roam. The Sora has to get banned out. I think that's a good way to stop the what do you call it? The Swan Song. Does that count as a knockup? It does, right? The Shifting Skies.
I feel like so.
Yes. Yeah, should
'Cause
be.
you
Well,
can-
whenever
can
you
pull-
pull,
yeah.
yeah, he knocks him up, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, what about... Oh, Gwynny's banned, so you can't go for Gwynny.
So how
Brennan
does
is
this
still
work now?
open for stamina.
Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I think the 1 dash.
I mean, at least it can hold itself. Can you taunt Odette out of her Swan Song?
No, only
Or
knockups.
only suppression? Only knockups
Only
and hard
knockup
suppression?
knockup and suppression. Knockup
But the
and
problem
suppression.
is, why
Like
would you want to
Franco
go
Kaja.
in there, especially
No
if
hooks
it's
either.
like in a golden hour? You wouldn't want to go in there with that. You would have to wait.
I'm just thinking about something that can at least hold its own and not get bursted down. Oh, it's tough.
I think Sora's got to get banned if you're Influence Rage. You're thinking of what else could be a problem. I think Sora is probably one of the best ones, just because of how you can use the Shifting
Could be a
Skies.
good answer.
right?
I know they already have their roam. Fredrin banned. Telling you guys, Fredrin's just a solid jungler. He's not the best, he's not the worst, but he can always hold his own and help you secure. And especially with the way Dez has been securing objectives, like he's a go-getter when it comes to the retry game.
Maracuja needs to, you know, take a couple of lessons from Dez regarding those retries. Probably a page out of their playbook, but that's why they weren't afraid of letting go of the Marcel. What's gonna be the one that kind of amplifies what the Odette can do? A roam Kaleas could be a good option, but is it the best one? Is what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, there you go. Kaleas banned out. Influence Rage. What can they go for here? No
need one
aggressive, no more aggressive
gold
roamers.
laner?
That golden roam, right?
Golden roam. Could they go for something like the Kaja here? Something with hard crowd
Gatot Kacha.
control? Gato too?
Gatot Kacha would be crazy here for Influence Rage. The amount of AoE that they would have, like they don't have to pile it on each other just separately. Like that covers so much. That's the entire like half
The
of
map,
the,
the
river.
whole map. No.
Like,
It's crazy.
They could even go for the Grok, to be honest. Here, if you're Influence Rage,
Yeah.
they have a lot of options. They definitely have a lot of options. Beatrix,
They go-
oof.
Okay. I think we've seen Replic on the Beatrix possibly before. We've seen a few Beatrixes pop up here and there. Hasn't done bad, honestly. We've seen some really good games with it. We've seen a few losses. But in the hands of Replic, I think it can do well. Influence Rage just really need to round out their draft now. Having something like the Lancelot, the Odette. Yes, the Odette works great against the Marcel, but you're missing some front line right now. You are a little squishy. You're easy to dive on. They definitely need... I think you're right. The Gatot can work. Stamina Esports, on the other hand, finally pick up the Leomord. And for them as well, solid EXP line. There goes the Sora. Ooh.
I think the Sora is the only threat now for like Influence Rage's Swan Song composition. But Influence Rage, what could they get here? Rome, Gatot, right? I'm only thinking of Gatot Kacha here right now, to be honest. Or maybe Grok.
Watch them
I
pull
don't
out
know.
something crazy. I'm just waiting for, I don't know, Florin. Something
I think
something
it's gonna
crazy.
keep Marcel away in the beginning. I think the taunt works well. You can taunt, you can kind of create space for Maracucho in the early game to not get too bullied. And then if the big golden hour does come, you can use the AOG not only as an engage, but as a disengage, like to create space for your team. Basha against the Kimmy.
They're
Basha
going
Rome
for
against
it.
the Kimmy.
They're going for the broke.
Okay.
Basha, I didn't even think about Basha Rome, but it was used whenever Kimmy was online. Basha was a great answer to the Kimmy. It closes the distance quickly. You can also use it as good ways to kind of absorb damage. So
They're
solid.
kind of going for broke here. They've got Basha in the wrong position, and it might just work. Layla, last thoughts before we go in. What could be match point and what could be final game?
Definitely, Stamina has, I still feel like not enough a front line. But the Basha going into the Marcel's all is not favorable at all. So, yeah. I was gonna say Johnson. Johnson driving Odetta around.
Stop it. Johnson, get crazy.
Hey man, but the Odette definitely is crazy. So folks, brace yourselves because we're getting into a match point for Influence Rage Origins, and Maracucho is looking like he wants to be him in this game with the Odette against the Marcel. We've seen them pull this off before. Can they do it again?
We'll see. One thing I really want to point out, we've been talking about how Maracucho hasn't been winning the Retri battles, but the reality is Rage Origin hasn't had to win a single game off of a Lord. They've won every game off of a team fight. The past 2 games, it all came down to one big team fight where they can clear house and then just run down the middle. They haven't had to win inside of a Lord pit through a big push. So Rage Origins, they know where they play well. They know what they do well. Stamina Esports needs to respond correctly. The other big hot topic in this game has to be the Marcel. Stamina Esports being the only team to be able to win with it. Was it Ricky yesterday playing on the Marcel as well?
Yep. It was Ricky who got the MVP, I think, for that game too. So, no, it wasn't Ricky who got the MVP. It was Dez who got the MVP for that game. But yes, it was Ricky on this Marcel. He played a really good. And I think another thing to point out as well, this Lancelot being coming in, goes in, Thorn Rose able to get the kill. Maybe Yomel flickers out of harm's way. Oh, close. Even gets the extra lucky shield from the Platinum Snap. The passive of this Marcel helping him survive there.
Yeah, this might be a game, though, when we talk about Maracucho, where maybe he doesn't want to play the map as much. When you're going up against the Granger, you're going up against the Kimmy, we want to see the Lancelot get involved and be an aggressor here. Use the space that Nox creates for you to attack. On the side of Stamina Esports, on the other hand, it's kind of the same thing. Front to back, hold together. Let Instinct make plays happen. Dez try to get a nice early game lead, and Lil Rosa and Yomel just need to buy some time.
Maracucho. Fumble, he missed out on the punctures, went in with the Phantom Execution, tried to get the Lord, got taken down. Now Dalika Eto in the midst of 4 members, even flickers out of harm's way. I'm not sure if this is wise. Nox is not level 4, so it's not a fight they should pick. But Ricky gets picked off in the process. They still want to go in, and Dalika is tanking a lot of damage, still able to survive. And Yomel gets taken out super low. Dalika just doing so much damage. The Phobius is uncanny at this point, and what looked dire for Rage Origins just instantly turned around. Dez goes in for a re-engage with the help of the Steed. Astro gets picked off, and look at Nox with the Swan Song trying to catch Yomel. Flickers in. I don't know if this is a wise idea. Again, and Dez able to find the angle and gets a double. Rage Origins, I think, getting a little too comfortable, a little too aggressive.
Yeah, big misplay by Nox there. Dalika is able to at least pick up some kills there, and for a moment it wasn't too bad of a deficit. They lost Turtle, they lose some members, but at least Dalika finds, something in all of that. But then Nox going in, just that throws so much in the hands of Stamina Esports. We're 3-1, only 3 minutes in, and it's a 1.3k gold lead. This is exactly what Stamina Esports wants at this point. 2 kills into the hands of Dez already on a Leo Mord. That's Dez playstyle. That's Dez prime right there. That's exactly how he wants this game to go. Ooh, but a nice steal from Mata.
You know what? Yeah, every single game has kind of started out this way. Dez gets 2 kills, Maracucho's the first blood, he's already behind, and then all of a sudden it translates somehow for Maracucho to get ahead. But to be fair, he's not as clean on the Lancelot that we would thought he would be, right? He's missing these punctures, he's not able to get the Thorn Rose, he's not able to get the Phantom Execution on point, so maybe it's going to take a while to warm up those fingers if they aren't already, to be honest. So maybe this could be saving grace for Stamina Esports. They already got 1.5k goal lead.
I just want to say, last time Maracucho played the Lance, that's when the Muy Caliente came out. This guy was all over the place, puncturing through. So, yes, I think he just needs to watch out for the angles, because if he punctures through and gets caught by the quick stun from the Marcel, it's trouble. There's a lot of things to stop in his tracks. Oh, my lord.
Along with the shifting skies coming in, catching 3 members. What a wombo combo. There's Swansong, but taking a lot of damage. Nox gets taken out as Dalika Eto now left alone in no man's land. Seems like he's going to be next on the chopping block. Flickers out of harm's way, but can't really survive as he gets taken down. Dez on a killing spree. And again, Maracucho is not able to do quite a lot. This time gets his purple buff invaded, taking a lot of damage. Ricky just in his face the entire time. And this is the Marcel playstyle we wanted to see.
Under the tower, Stamina Esports just being so aggressive. Rage Origins, they're not playing their usual game. They're playing so aggressive right now, trying to go toe-to-toe with Stamina. In the past, they're normally willing to give up a turtle, look for play up in the gold lane.
Replic taking a lot of damage. Traction plus catching 2 members. I think this gimme is becoming a problem for Rage Origins to deal with. Nox again goes for the Swan Song, but gets stopped every single time. This Odette's not working out as we thought it would, not in the same way that we saw the previous time.
All right, so where does Rage Origins go from here? They definitely need to slow it down. Nox is figuring out that, wait, I need to be very careful with my Swan Song because Yomel's just sitting there waiting to kite me from a distance, or Instinct is ready to get the knock up. Rage Origins cannot come into these fights just very telegraphed, because Stamina Esports wants that. They've been a team that loves to fight as a group. They build compositions that love to fight as a group. They want you to meet them head on. And Stamina Esports, normally the mistake that happens is they jump into Rage. They let Rage Origins have the high ground. They jump in. But right now, Rage Origins is doing the opposite. They're the ones just jumping into traction pulses and getting taken out like Astro right there.
1 kill in the hands of Lil Rosa, 2 for Yomel, 4 for Dez. It's starting to look grim for Influence Rage. Usually at this point, they're still able to hold down to the tier 1s, but it's starting to slip. Look at the bot side as well. Dez able to get the 1v1 against Maracucho, and this is why the Lancelot not so great in the current metagame, right? Dalika Eto's trying to buy a lot of time. Swansong comes out, but just not enough poke to get the finish and blow through it. Dalika Eto flickers out of harm's way, and Lil Rosa flickering forward, playing aggressive, trying to pick up that kill. Stamina Esports, man, they're looking clean right now.
All right, so it's a 3.4k gold lead for Stamina. Another turtle going over them. Dez 5-0-1 is insanity. At this point, honestly, with a composition like Stamina Esports, you have everything you want. You've got a Granger who wants to scale. You've got a Leomord who wants to scale. You've got Yomel on a Kimmy that normally is late game, and it's already popping off. And these traction pulses are just landing one after another. I'm already wondering where is the answer for Rage Origin here, and we're only 7.5 minutes in. This game should already have the bow on it for Stamina Esports.
Yeah, and I think you can see they're trying to finish the blow as well. Oh no, Maracucho, Thorn Rose, but I think he's gonna get picked off. Ricky trying the best that he can, but a Phantom Execution coming a little too late. Bennett's raid, but the Golden Hour catching all 3 members. Nox trying to go in, but he doesn't have the angle. He flickers forward, gets the Swansong as well, tries dash back. 1 kill down, and that's gonna be Ricky Dez taking on super low. Dalika Eto able to get back, and Replic finds the kill, so they trade 2 back, and it's a massive shutdown in the hands of the goal laner nonetheless. So Rage Origins are looking to cut the deficit down, but it's just too much being given away. Dalika Eto gets a nice Dark Wave, catching 2 members. They're not able to stop the clear. They're not able to stop the minion. Astro comes in from behind, trying to catch Lil Rosa. Look at the penetrate popping up as well. Replic getting a lot of damage down. Maracucho finds Lil Rosa. And this is the opportunity that they were looking for. Nice tracking shot coming in, catching 3 members, but Dalika Eto wants to keep going in, and Rage Origins needs to get a disengage because Yomel is there dishing out the damage, and it might be too much for them to deal with.
Holy Lord. Rage Origins just took that 3K gold deficit, cut it in about a little over 3K, and have cut it in about half. It's a 1.6K gold lead. Matakucho now looking for space up on the top side, but Dez still taking buffs. Stamina Esports not letting this slow them down too much. They just need to make sure that they don't lose the map, because we take a look at the map and once again, off lanes are closed in for Stamina Esports. This is the Rage Origins MO right now, constantly pressuring the off lanes time and time again. Stamina Esports last game did a good job of keeping up against it. This time, once again, they're falling behind. At least the mid tier 3 for Rage Origins is down, and coming before this Lord can help to be an advantage. Let's see if Rage Origins finally step up their neutral objective game on this first Lord.
I mean, even the goal lead, right? It's about less than 3,000. This is where Rage Origins want to keep Attraction Pulse missing, Dark Wave missing, Dalika they're looking to get caught. Ooh, the Shifting Skies. Not able to catch him. I think he got caught in place with the help of the tracking shot. They get a golden hour onto 2 members, but nobody to follow. So Ricky, I think that was a false engage. Everyone want to get the mission abort. Now look at Maracucha goes through the backline as well, looking to get a Thorn Rose, but the Phantom Execution come out at any point. Bennett's Rage dishing out a lot of damage, and now all of a sudden Rage Origins looking strong. They're grouped up together, but the position of Dez and Lil Rosa, the synergy is starting to show. Dark Wave from Dalika Eto and Stamina get their Lord started.
Once again, Rage Origins lose position on this. They're going to try to create space. Stamina Esports taking it slow, letting the Lord reset. I don't know. Do they try to rush this? I think for one, Stamina Esports is playing this kind of smart. Where do we go from here? Dalika Eto.
Dalika Eto has, yeah, I think he's been the cornerstone for Rage Origins in this game. He's been the one to buy a lot of time with those Dark Waves, with those Infernal Pursuits. So if it comes out at the right time, it could be disaster. So Replic getting the Horned Lizard instead of Yomel at this point. I don't know if he has the Malefic Gun. That could be a game changer.
We'll see exactly how this goes down. Matakucho going to steal the purple here. Dez not even worried about his buffs at this point. It's all committed onto this Lord here. Keep our eyes on Matakucho. He's going to look for a backdoor here.
Oh, no.
At least onto the team.
Trying. Thorn Rose comes out as well. He's trying to make it on Hunter's Punctures on top of Yomel. No Phantom Execution used up, or he doesn't have it. Bennett's Rage coming out, and Thorn Rose just trying to buy some time. He gets taken down, but you can see Instinct goes for the Shifting Skies at the same time. Astro with the Revitalize trying to survive. Ricky zoning them away, so they get the pick off. It's the jungler. They want to get a push into the mid wave so they can secure the Lord. Tortoise's Poisson's used up as well, and Stamina Esports should be able to secure this one.
Very unusual for Matakucho. I see what he's trying to do, but vision is given the moment he goes through those 2 towers, and Stamina Esports turn back. They're not worried about Rage Origins on their backside. They're able to get that kill on Matakucho. I think he thought he could do a little bit more there. Thought maybe he was going to be able to puncture through, get away, but time has already shown that against this composition, there's too many stiff arms to stop you in your track when hitting those punctures. He wasn't able to get away, and losing that gives up the Lord. So a big mess up on the side of Rage Origins, especially Matakucho.
Yeah, I think Maracucha just not allowed to play this game is making it difficult for Rage Origins, right? Even Nox, even though the Odette's like a straight counter to this Marcel, it's not working out the way that they would like, just because of the fact that the jungler is not allowed to go in. You can see a lot of crowd control, like you mentioned, a lot of stiff arm, the traction pulses, the golden hours already used up here, so it's not looking good. Ricky goes into the back line, tracking shot just to stop them, zone them away from the tier 2. No holy shield, so the Lord's gonna crash in full HP. They're looking to take it down. Bennett's Rage comes out as well. Dez already used up the steed. He's gonna be coming back quick in 20 seconds on the top side. Lil Rosa hacking away at the tier 2s, or trying to get the tier 2 down. Maracucha wants to get the split, but just doesn't have the space.
All right, another wave coming though. Ricky gonna dash in, Instinct as well.
Yeah, Nox with the Swan Song doing a lot of damage, but you can see at the same time Dez with the steed goes in. Maracucho caught in no man's land, doesn't have a way to dash in or dash out. He goes with the puncture. Thorn Rose comes out. Replic with the nearest pass to disengage, but Lil Rosa sniped from downtown. They lose 2 members as the waves keep crashing in.
Yeah, that's huge, especially with this bottom wave coming. Ricky on the other side of the wall, creating space for the team.
Replic taking a lot of damage. Wind of Nature popped in prematurely as well. Oh, it's not looking good for Rage Origins. They're backed into a corner. and they have no replies to the aggression coming in from Stamina Esports. Almost 8k goal lead at this point, and they have only one inhibitor left standing. It's not looking good, and Stamina Esports are looking to take it the distance, are looking to take it to game number 5.
That's what we like to see at this point. It's back and forth. We're only 14 minutes in. Rage Origins running out of opportunities, honestly. It's a 1,000 gold lead for Lil Rosa. He's working on a rose gold now. We're finally starting to see him pop off. Most of this game, it's been Dez, Instinct, Yomel, but now we're getting to a point where Lil Rosa starts getting a few more Sky Piercer stacks in. It was a pretty late Sky Piercer as well, which is fine, honestly. Could be huge. The last saving grace for Rage Origins at this point, there has to be a big whiff. It has to be another big whiff by Stamina Esports, and Replic has to pop off.
2 members. Swan Song cancel out as well at the same time. That Steed comes in, the golden hour. It's too much for Influence Rage to take, and Stamina Esports, I don't know if they want to go for the end or they want to get the defense or they want to get the Lord. The waves are already crashing in. They got the clear. Maracucho Thorn Rose gets picked off again. Replic taking a lot of damage. I think he just wanted a flicker to get the kills. He knew the game was over at this point, and Stamina Esports find a way to take it the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to our first best of 5. Is it our first track?
It is the first in the whole season so far. Not a single one, I think, has gone the distance. We've seen a lot of 3-1s. We've seen a lot of 3-0s. We've seen some 2-1s. But this game is not disappointing. Stamina Esports continues to deny the odds. I think everyone coming into this felt like Influence Rage were the favorites. Even after that last game, they might make some mistakes, but also they have such amazing highs, such amazing moments.
Yeah, I'm talking about amazing highs, but that was probably the most low we've seen Maracucho, unfortunately. Maracucho. Poor guy. Maracucho. Yeah. And Dez on Leomord is actually also very impressive since yesterday, the series, him with a Leomord as well is just unstoppable.
I think that Odette came in a bit too early in the draft. You backed yourself into a corner. If the Odette came in like last pick, it was okay. Even if they banned it out, I think have a different game plan, because you went Lancelot and then instantly the Odette. So now you're like, your mage is kind of immobile and you want to dive in at the same time. So they countered both in one go by picking up this Sora. So that's why I was saying, like, you gotta ban out the Sora. It's gonna be difficult otherwise. So I think for the first time ever in MCT, or for the first time in a very long time, Influence Rage not getting a good draft in their hands. Just going for individual counters and relying on comfort picks like Replic getting his hands on the Beatrix. Yeah, I think this kind of, put off their plans for kind of getting the next or taking this game in their hands. And not just that, they use the Boxia in Rome, so we're not going to see Boxia in the jungle now for them.
Yeah, and then
it is a big whiff, and you said it. They're putting in. It was a big risk it play there. They wanted it all. They want to try to close it out using so many power picks right there. It's definitely a lot. And now going into game 5, we're talking about, you're getting down to some slim pickings as far as draft, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I think the Odette pick, it's like there's a big chance it would have get banned in second phase. We weren't crazy about the Granger and Kimmy pick into the Lancelot, but also the Odette pick. Yes, it's a counter in a sense to Ricky on the Marcel, but it's an easy target for the Kimmy and the Granger. You've got nice range. You've got poke. They all have a small dash to kite back away from the Swan Song, and Nox just never really had a shining moment in that game. And Nox has been a player that has been able to step up into that role sometimes for Rage Origins. So Maracucho is unable to play. Nox is unable to play. It doesn't matter how well Delika is able to create space. It doesn't matter how well Astro finally seems to do on this Basha when your two major damage dealers can't do anything in the early to mid game.
And then the MVP for this goes to Yomel with the Kimmy.
3-0 and 13.
I mean, he was the one who kind of set the pace of the game right from the start, right? Those traction pulses landing. I think there's like very few those traction pulses that missed. And also the damage that was just being dished out consistently in the mid game, in the early game, that kind of caught Maracuja off guard and then gets first blooded. So I think in this case, Yomel played a fantastic game. But you're right, Trex. I still think Influence Rage are going to be favorites moving into the next game as well. They got the Marcel, they got the win. It's fine. So now how do they get another win at this moment? Because every single game, the draft has been kind of like 60-40 or 50-50. And in a 50-50, Rage Origins always get the better of them.
So I think something we have to watch out for there, if Stamina Esports can kind of keep that pace, keep this strategy, and Rage Origins mess up on the draft